As mayor, it is my pleasure to be here today on behalf of fellow city council members to welcome each of you to this special event. In a few minutes, we will watch this beautiful work of art behind me come back to life with neon lights that were last seen on Park Avenue many years ago. This sign, like our community, has weathered many storms over the years. 2019 marks the 125th anniversary of our community charter, and our city council is proud during this special presentation year as our downtown is in the middle of a significant revitalization project, and also that we could be here today to celebrate this restoration of this historic iconic landmark so that it can be shared with future generations. Sometimes the best projects are not easy. They take patience, skill, partnerships. So today we want to recognize the efforts and partnerships that took place for this clock to be transformed into what we see today. So now I would like to introduce to you the people and organizations that have made this celebration possible. With us today is Ms. Blair Belk from Coca-Cola Consolidated in Charlotte, North Carolina. We have Mr. Daryl Thompson from Roanoke, from the Kinsey Neon and Sign Company, and Dr. Jeremiah Sturgill, owner of the building to make this project successful as well. Let's all give them a round of applause for their contribution. At this time, I'd like to turn the podium over to Blair so she could tell us a little bit about Coca-Cola Consolidated's efforts and introduce the people who literally brought this sign back to life. Blair?
Thanks.
Yes.
Hello everyone, I hope everyone is well. Like he said, my name is Blair Belk and I am the Community Advocacy Manager for Coca-Cola Consolidated. We are headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. We are the local bottler for 14 states plus the District of Columbia, and it is an absolute honor to be here today. Daryl will tell you, we have been talking about this project easily for a year or so. It was first brought to our attention by your own Fred Ramey. We have a project in our department called Ghost Sign Restoration, and it's old Coca-Cola murals that we go back into the local towns and we restore those paintings. But we've never actually had a clock before. So when we first heard about it, we thought, well, that's a little out of our wheelhouse. We don't really know if we're able to do that. But my boss was able to get in touch with Kinsey Neon and Sign in Roanoke, and they said, oh, no, like a clock is completely in our wheelhouse. That's not a problem at all. So we're absolutely glad to be here. Fred Ramey got in contact with us about the Ghost Sign project probably 5 or 6 years ago. And I'm glad that we're able to actually be here today and see the final manifestation of the clock. It's extremely unique. When I called the people in Atlanta, the archives department, they said they didn't know of another clock similar to it. They did not have any pictures of it. They wanted to see the photos we take today. They want these photos. We're essentially going to help build up their archives. So thank you all so much, and I want to introduce to you none other than Daryl Thompson of Kinsey Neon and Sign. He and his team are literally the people who made this possible. Please give a round of applause for Daryl.
Afternoon, folks. Well, it's been a year. It's been a long process because this probably is our most battered sign that we have done in probably 20 years. We have seen, this sign has seen fire, it's seen a truck really close and personal, and who knows what else it's seen over the years. This sign here was built in 1936. It was brought to Norton via train because it was too large for the time to get here by the roads that we had here. This sign was also hung by the will of manpower. It did not use a crane like we used on Sunday to put it up, as everybody had seen. It was actually done with pulleys, it was done with ropes. It was also assisted by the railroad employees in the town to get it in the air because it's probably the only men that were capable of doing this. This sign has seen many things come through its time. It has seen many parades, it's seen many elections, it's seen pretty much every event this downtown has held. So when we brought it into the shop, we did get to see a lot of that time worn, wear and tear and everything else. This sign over the years has also seen a restoration. It was probably in the mid-1960s from what we could find inside. But it seems like after the 1960s, it kind of went to the wayside and people would touch it up from time to time, but it was pretty bad when we got it. But what you see today was completed by our specialty restorations crew, which we had brought all of them out today. So if you see them with the Kinsey logo on them, please shake their hand because they put a lot of time and hard work into it. There's also one gentleman that is not marked here today that is sitting back there with a set of sunglasses and a maroon shirt. That is the gentleman, John Messick. He is the gentleman that bent every piece of neon glass by hand for this sign. So please shake that man's hand as well because this is his retirement job. He moved here from New York to work with us to do restorations for the rest of his time. So hopefully the Coke sign is just the first one since he's been with the Kinsey Company, but it sure won't be the last. So if any of you guys have any questions for me, I will be here probably for the next hour or 2 hours. So if you got any independent questions, please come ask them away. So I hope you guys really enjoy what we did for you, and I hope it lasts for another 100 years.
Thank you, Blair and Daryl. Of course, this wouldn't be possible without our next speaker, Dr. Jeremiah Sturgill, the owner of the building and the sign. And I would like him to step forward and have some comments, please. Thank you.
Thank you. This is what it's like working with a bunch of women all day. But no, I really have to thank Fred. He was the one who first reached out to me when we bought the building and really had done all the homework behind it, made it easy for me. Kinsey Sign made it easy for us. We really just provided the sign. And we're happy to do it. You know, relics like this helped us tell the stories of small towns. And as someone who's from Wise County, it's great to see these stories coming back to life. So we're thrilled to be part of that and just considered ourselves lucky to be able to help bring something to downtown. So thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Sturgill. At this point, I would like to present a token of appreciation from the City of Norton for all the efforts that everyone here on stage has contributed to make this project such a success. Blair, if you would stand up with me, we'd like to get a photo, please. There. Thank you. And yes, sir. I'm going to move the podium, and I think we want a group shot of everyone. Y'all will let's all stand up.
Where's Fred? Yeah, Fred needs to be in here.
Yeah, where's Fred?
Yeah, where is
There's Fred.
Mr. Fred Ramey, if you would join us up here too, I'd like you in this photo as well.
Yay, Fred.
Fred has worked long and hard on this project. And we're very appreciative for the efforts that he's done to see this project come to fruition as well. All right. Thank you. All right. Let's see.
Everyone's like, come on, 3, 2, 1.
Blair, I believe I'm going to turn this show over to you and Daryl.
Okay.
You all would do your magic, please.
All right, folks, you guys ready to see this thing light up? No, that's not good enough. This is Northern Virginia. I know you guys have big mouths down there. Good job. All right, let's start it at 5. And when it gets to 1, it's going to get bright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Again, I was just told I need to explain to you folks about the clock. The clock will be activated here very shortly. It's going to take it some time to go around and find its way back home to where our current time is, because we did update it so that way this thing is electronically controlled and nobody should have to adjust the time. So it should be on time every day. And it also self-adjusts for the daylight savings time. So we don't have to come out here and visit with you folks, even though we would love to. So you guys enjoy your clock, and I hope we'll see you guys here again soon for something else.
Thank you all very much. I believe we're serving hot dogs in the back. Please stick around and enjoy the company and some good food. Thank you very much.